Hey friends, I'm Lia Scholl, pastor of First Friends meeting here in beautiful Greensboro. So grateful you've taken a few minutes to be with me today. Today we're talking about Psalm 77. So be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. You can find nearly every kind of experience and emotion in the Psalms. As Walter Brueggemann puts it, the Psalms are articulations of our deep human experience. He says that the Psalms meet us in the deep discontinuities in our lives where most of us live, on which we use most of our energies and about which we are regularly preoccupied. Our psalm today, Psalm 77, meets us in those deep discontinuities. Now, I'm going to be bold for a moment, so forgive me ahead of time, please. When we are children, we hear of a God who is with us, so much so that God will save us from trouble. A God who walks with us and talks with us, a God who is ever present in our times of need, a God who will save us from the floods, from the lion pits, from slavery, a God who will prosper us if we only seek God in the right way, a God who will heal us if we have enough faith. And if I can be really bold, we're given this list of rules and regulations that if we only follow them, then God will make all our dreams come true. No bullet can take our life. No harm can come to our bodies. Hunger will never knock at our door. It's turned around on us too. If we break the rules and regulations, if we are faced with a bullet or harm or hunger, then we obviously haven't really trusted God. We haven't really known God. So many religious people slap a smile on their face and act like everything is okay, because if everything is not okay, they clearly aren't doing the right thing. They have hidden sin in their lives and they don't have enough faith. I knew a man who was diagnosed with a brain tumor when he was 39 years old. After surgeries and treatments and prayers and prayer services and visiting high rolling healers, he still wasn't cancer free. He battled that cancer. He pleaded with God. His wife once said, I think he got this brain tumor because we didn't go to church enough. Let's be clear. He was a good man. He was a good husband and a great father. He loved God. He shared that with people. He tithed, he prayed, he attended worship. And yet he still died from cancer at age 49, leaving behind 2 children and an adoring wife. Truth is, he was scared to die. And I think he was angry at God and angry at himself. But how could he say these things? It was against the rules. Sometimes Christians live as if God needs us to protect God's image, as if God needs a cheerleader. But y'all, God needs people who live authentic lives. And that means experiencing the full range of human experience with God, not in spite of or away from God. That means crying when we are sad and not putting on our church face when we are angry or disappointed. It means saying, I am not okay, and I do not know if I am going to be okay. That's what we find in our psalm today. The psalm says, will you abandon me forever and leave me comfortless in my distress? Are your promises empty that I feel so alone? This is a psalm of complaint or lament, meeting us in those deep discontinuities. There are other psalms of lament. You'll remember some of them. Psalm 30 says, out of the depths I cry to you, O Lord, Lord, hear my voice. Psalm 6 says, my soul is in deep anguish. How long, Lord, how long? Psalm 38 says, my heart pounds, my strength fails me. Even the light has gone from my eyes. My friends and companions avoid me because of my wounds. My neighbors stay far away. Psalm 10 says, "Why, Lord, do you stand far off? Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble?" And Psalm 22 says, my God, why have you forsaken me?" So, yes, you can talk to God like that. You can express your full range of emotions to God. You can be angry, fearful, sad, explosive, discombobulated. It's fine. God can take it. God can handle all of you. And for gosh sakes, let's not wear masks. Let's not internalize fearfulness about God's anger at us. Let us not hide our tears or anything else. God isn't asking us to be okay. The beauty of Psalm 77 is this: the psalmist is completely honest with God. And then the psalmist reminds himself of his history with God, remembering that God has been a presence in his life, that God has led him. He says, "I call to mind the closeness of my friend. Yes, I remember the joy of the beloved's presence. I contemplate in the silence, recalling how you led me along the way." He continues, "There is no other like you, God. You are the one who will bring us to wholeness. You manifest your love to all who call upon you. With you, all the peoples are redeemed. The nations brought out peace." The psalmist concludes, "Yet you stand beside us as we walk through our fears to the path of wholeness and love, though our footsteps are unsure." Even though it can feel like it sometimes, that nothing is going right and God is nowhere to be found, if we remember those times when God was with us, we can trust that in the future God will lead us again and we can make it through. Amen. Amen.